So this is a feeding container. He hasn't ate in over a month now. Hoping that he'll eat that rat. He was just staring at it like you saw, and now he's staring at the camera now. Shoot that rat. Oh! So Ka finally ate, the rat just pooed. So Ka finally is going to eat the rat. It's been about 5 or 6 weeks. I'm not really sure when. He just holds it like that for a while. Now he's starting to eat it. You can see he's grabbing it with his mouth there. Those two little rat droppings do smell a lot, and it's pretty bad. So, the rat that you feed your snake should be no more than 1.5 times the largest spot on its body. The rat I'm giving Ka right now actually it's a good size, but he could have bigger. I just decided I'd get a small one because of his trouble with not wanting to eat lately. If you see the rat's butt, he should be pushing it into his mouth with his body, but he's not, which is why he's kind of failing at trying to get his head over it, but it's okay. And you can see his neck is stretching a lot. After your snake eats, you have to be really careful putting them back in their tank because you don't want to mix up the stomach acid. A lot of people say that you should feed your snake in the tank because of that factor, but I feel that, especially with the substrate that I have, that's not the best idea because with some substrates, they could end up swallowing some of it, which could harm them. Like, I have the hard sticks, which if he swallows one of those, like, that could cut him up inside, like, he can choke on it. It's not good, which is why I don't agree with that. I think that you should be able to take your snake out and feed them in a separate feeding container. Especially seeing as now, when I'm feeding him, when I put him in this container, he knows it's time to eat, compared to me reaching out of his tank, and he could assume if I ever have a scent of a rat or something on my hand, he would know the difference between that scent being in his tank and that scent being in this feeding container. You shouldn't feed your snake on a schedule, I guess. Like, a lot of people say, like, maybe feed your snake once a week. Most people would pick a day, get the same size rat or mouse. I would prefer rats because they're more nutritious, they're healthy for the snake. And that's what they do. That's not necessarily good. It's not natural. You should feed them, like, different sized rats. Like, sometimes I'll get them a medium, sometimes I'll get them a small. I don't get it, like, once every 7 days. Like, it'll be, like, every, 7 to 9, sometimes even longer. You just want them to be on a varied diet so that it feels more natural for them. You can see him crushing it down right there. It's almost finished. I like to let them sit for about a minute or two just to make sure that the rat's down. Like, you can still see it moving down there, like going further in. Put him back in his tank, and then you don't play with him for 24 to 48 hours. I like to wait 48 hours just to play it safe. Oh, there's him relocating his jaw after eating. Yeah, that's it.
Attention, attention, may I have all your eyes and ears to the front of the room if only for 1 second.